All right, welcome to the Operations Roadshow. We're going to take a tour along the road. We are now departing what we call our fiddle yard in Peru, and we're moving out onto the scenic part of the railroad. This is Peru and our industrial sidings. Ahead of us you see the freight house coming up. On the right you'll see our woodworking manufacturing company. They make furniture. On the left you'll see the Peru passenger station. As we continue down you'll see a siding going off, which is our C&O interchange track. On the right is the A&P Company warehouse, major distribution center. We are now approaching CW Tower. This is the crossing of the C&O with the Wabash. And now we're out into the country. You can appreciate how we have designed the layout. It's modular, but we have a good deal of distance between stations, which is great for operations. It gives you an actual feel that you're going along the railroad line. We are now approaching New Waverly. On the left and right you'll see the Cripe elevator. Being in central Indiana, we have, of course, a lot of grain elevators. Now we're coming up to the McClure Fuel Company. They have coal and oil here. We're continuing around. We're now passing under US 24. And another good distance to our next industry siding. We're now approaching Dane's siding, one of our longer sidings. On the right side here you can see our quarry and our loader, where we have an industrial switcher. We're now leaving the Danes siding. approaching the town of Logansport. This is one of our major areas for industry. We have a substantial yard here. We're passing the westbound local that's in town working the yard and industries. Coming up to what? Cleared up for us. We're now crossing the Wabash River. And on the right, passing Wilson Meats, their meat packer of pork. Here we get hogs in and the slaughterhouse, and we have pork bellies go out. The distance signal for the Pennsylvania crossing at Climbers. This is the Climbers siding. And this is the tower at Climbers. The order board is clear, and now we have clear signal to cross the Pennsylvania. Going through the little town of Burroughs, we only have a team track here. There's a car there today. We have 400 feet of actual track, representing 53 miles of the Wabash Railroad between Peru and Lafayette, Indiana. This is the siding for Rockfield. Coming up on the town of Rockfield. In the distance you can see the town of Delphi. This is another interchange area, this time with the Monon Railroad. You can see Curlin's elevator on the right. We have a storage track here where we have some grain cars in storage. You can see we're running along the Monon line here. Big Love Valve Company, Foundry, passing Monon train. This is Colburn siding. This is our longest siding. Being a single line main line, we have to have these passing sidings so that our eastbound and westbound trains are able to pass one another. We're now passing the nerve center. This is where the operator and dispatcher sit. Now we're heading down to the town of Fook Creek. Start to see a little bit of fall foliage here. We model the September and October time frame in 1964. Now we're going toward Lafayette. We'll start here at East Yard. We're going to stay on the main line. You can see the yard off to the left. You can see some industry off on the right as well. And we're passing the Monon interchange train. We come over from the Monon yard to the Wabash yard to pick up cars for interchange. Now we're approaching the Lafayette passenger station. And there we had the signal to go through Lafayette Junction. There's the tower. And now we're crossing the New York Central and Nickel Plate. And we're entering again the Fiddle Yard, which represents Tilton and end of the line.